Hey, what's up, guys? Chris Bacon Wizard here again. This time with another Telltale game. We're gonna play an old one, but I really love these movies. I haven't played this game yet. We're going Back to the Future. We're gonna join Marty McFly, Doc Brown. So let's get started. Episode 1. It's about time. It looks like this kind of like follows the movie, so it's not gonna be any huge surprises with this, I don't think. But it's a really good movie, so this should be a good game too. Hopefully. It's Back to the Future, the game, huzzah. It's one of Telltale's older games before they did Walking Dead. Hey, Evil, what's going on?
All right, I'm ready.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Emmett Brown. I'm standing on the parking lot at Twin Pines Mall. It's Saturday morning, October 26th, 1985, 1:18 a.m. And this is temporal experiment number 1. Come on, Einie. Hey, boy, get in there.
But yeah, we'll
boy.
find something else.
In you go. Get down. Get your seatbelt on. That's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Please note that Einstein's clock is in precise synchronization with my control watch. Got it?
Right, check, Doc.
Good. Have a good trip, Einstein. Watch your head.
You got that thing hooked up to the car?
Watch this.
I don't know why it's not updating.
Got
I changed it. It's doing like it did yesterday.
Not me. The car. The car.
I'll pick it, change it again. I fixed it yesterday.
If my calculations are correct, when this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
I don't know what's going on with YouTube and their thumbnails.
Watch this.
Disintegrated Einstein. Yeah, we'll go with that.
What did I tell you? 88 miles per hour! The temporal displacement occurred at exactly 1:20 a.m. and 0 seconds!
Hot Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, Doc. You disintegrated Einstein.
Calm down, Marty. I didn't disintegrate anything. The molecular structure of both Einstein and the car are completely intact.
Where the hell are they?
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they? You see, Einstein has just become the world's first time traveler. I sent him into the future. 1 minute into the future, to be exact. And at precisely 1:21 a.m. and 0 seconds, we shall catch up with him and the time machine.
Wait a minute. You put your dog in a time machine made out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're going to build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style? Besides, the stainless steel construction made the flux dispersal. Look out!
Wait for it.
Doc?
Huh, that's peculiar.
Where's the car, Doc?
It should have caught up with us 27 seconds ago.
Doc, what happened to Einstein?
No need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Marty, could you get my notebook? It should be in the toolbox.
That didn't happen in the movie, did it?
Notebook. Got it. Flux capacitor?
That's it!
What the heck's a flux capacitor?
My latest invention. The thing that makes time travel possible. In this notebook, I've detailed the nearly 3 decades
so
of
far it's
scientific
just like the movie.
breakthroughs necessary to build a working time machine. If it ever fell into the wrong hands, the consequences could be catastrophic.
Doesn't seem as corny as Until
Mass
Dawn.
equals I times Z, and E equals the square root of Z times C squared, and the flux dispersal rate is inversely...
Doc, something's way off here.
different than the movie.
Doc?
Great Scott!
Oh, you can see the
Doc,
building
what is
behind
it?
him through him.
I've made a horrible mistake.
Yeah, this is definitely different.
Doc!
I thought maybe it was
Doc,
following the
no!
movie.
I'm sorry, Marty.
Doc, come back! Doc!
Okay. Yeah, where's the terrorist?
Doc!
Marty, is everything okay?
Yeah, Mom, it was just a nightmare. I was in the past, and Doc was there.
Oh, okay. He was dreaming?
Well, you're safe and sound now. Back in good old 1986.
Good old
But you'd better
1986.
get up. Your father's waiting for you.
Huh?
Weren't you going to meet him over at Doc's?
Holy crap, I'm late!
Great Scott! He's late. No, I'm already enjoying this more than I did Until Dawn. That's honestly. I haven't done anything yet. Have you seen these movies, Susanna? The Back to the Future trilogy?
Dad! Are we too late to stop the sale?
Better late than never. You wouldn't believe how much rare stuff there is
George
back
McFly.
here.
That's Doc's stuff. The city has no right
Now,
to...
son, I know you're upset, but your friend's been gone for months, and the city really seems hell-bent on using his land for that new parking garage. And, hey, is that a first edition Jules Verne?
It's just not fair. But at least things can't get any worse.
Hey, Marty.
Hi, Biff.
Come to see if the old crackpot had any buried treasure?
Nah, I guess I'm just... remembering.
Make sure Doc didn't leave anything dangerous laying around.
I wonder why Doc didn't take any of these with him. Doc built this model at downtown Hill Valley way back in 1955. The clock tower in the courthouse even works. What the? Is that Doc's notebook in there?
Hey, that looks just like the courthouse. You gotta hand it to the old coot. He was good with his hands.
Biff, can I see that a minute?
This would look great in my fish tank. Give the old carp something new to nibble on.
You know, you and my folks go way back.
Yeah? So?
So how about letting me have that model courthouse, for old time's sake?
I think I'll keep it.
Give it here, Biff.
Well, well, looky what we have here. Looks like plans for something. What's a flux catheter?
It's none of your business. Doc asked me to...
Brown's worm food, kid. But this looks like it might be worth something.
Hope that wasn't poison gas or anything.
Hey, let me try, Marty.
He's a
Now,
jerk in this,
Biff, let Marty have his turn.
You got it, Mr. McFly.
Hey, Biff. just a notebook with Doc's scribblings. What did Doc ever accomplish?
Nothing.
Then it's worthless, right?
If it was really worthless, you wouldn't want it so bad.
I just can't let you keep that notebook. It's dangerous.
What, is it set to explode or something?
Well, in a way.
I'll take my chances.
Let me just pick all these.
That notebook wouldn't mean anything to you. You wouldn't even understand what's in it.
You calling me ignorant?
I'll pay you for it.
How much? Not enough.
Okay.
I only want that notebook because, well, I'm sentimental. It's like a piece of Doc.
Doc's dead. Time to get over it and move on.
I guess we exit.
Never mind.
Okay, that's weird. The way they did that. Hey, crazy? You watching while you're waiting on the doctor?
Hey, Dad. Who's running this sale anyway?
Oh, that'd be me, son.
You? Why?
Well, once it became apparent that the bank was going through with the sale, I volunteered to oversee it in order to make sure that Doc's stuff would be treated with a modicum of respect. Isn't that right, Biff?
You got it, Mr. McFly.
I'm telling you, this sale is a joke. Doc's only been gone for a few months, and I happen to know.
Yes, you've
Oh,
told us
sorry,
he's
man.
not dead. He's on a trip. Let's say you're right. Have you considered that this trip may not have been entirely voluntary? I hate to say it, but Doc's run up some pretty sizable debts around town. Maybe he's just hiding from his creditors.
You got Doc wrong. Sure, maybe he's not so good with money. That's just because his mind's always on bigger things. But he's still a straight-up guy. He'd never run away from his problems.
Well, you know him better than I do, son, but the bank is within its rights to sell off his stuff. Maybe you should try to find some things to remember him by before Biff grabs them all.
Alright, crazy.
Do you think dreams can predict the future?
Well, you know I don't go in for that mystical stuff, but I do think they can reflect how you're feeling about the future.
About Biff, Dad, I know you're trying to help.
He talks a big game, son, but he's not so tough. I've been dealing with him a long time. Believe me, I can handle him.
So can I.
I guess you can. Okay, son, I'll stay out of your way, but you know where to find me.
I don't like his dad's acting. It's like not the best.
That notebook is Doc's legacy. I've got an obligation to protect it.
Now, hold on a minute. Didn't you just get done telling me Doc's still around? Off traveling somewhere?
Yeah?
Then how is it your obligation to protect his legacy? You can't have it both ways, Marty. If Doc's alive, he can protect his own legacy.
I'll keep looking around. Thanks, Dad. Let's make some noise.
Hey, hope not crazy.
It took me forever to repair this thing after I blew it out last time, and now some jerk's gonna pick it up for pennies. Hey, Dad, why's my guitar got a price tag on it?
Sorry, son. Must have been an overzealous clerk. Just pick it up. I'll iron things out with the bank.
Here's an oldie, but a goodie. 1, 2, 3.
Hey, look! It's Chuck Butthead. Let me show you how it's done.
Turn it all the way up.
Now watch me blow the lid off this joint.
Whatever you say.
Whoa!
Rock on, Biff.
Oh, shit.
Doc, where are you?
There's the DeLorean.
Doc? Einstein! Where'd you come from, boy? Didn't you bring Doc with you?
Okay, you got some Swiss rolls or something? Yeah, I like those.
Marty?
Ah!
Marty, if you're hearing this recording, then the DeLorean's automatic retrieval feature is a resounding success.
Automatic retrieval?
In case of my failure to return to the DeLorean within an allotted time, I programmed the time machine to jump to these four-dimensional coordinates without me. As you are well aware, time travel is an inherently risky activity, and despite my elaborate precautions, there's always a possibility that I could land in trouble sometime. And that sometime is now, or then, or maybe later.
He's in trouble.
Marty, you come to my rescue in the past, or was it the future? Anyway, I'm relying on you to do it again. Please take the DeLorean back, or forward, to whenever it is I'm stuck in time. When you get there, I'm sure you'll figure out what to do.
That's it? Aren't you gonna tell me when that is?
Just go to the date specified on the time circuit readout under the heading marked Last Time Departed. Good luck.
Right. Last time departed.
Alright, where are we going?
Oh, jeez. Come on.
When are we going?
Crap! Oh, great. How am I supposed to find him now?
Well, of course
Okay,
it's
Doc,
messed up.
I know I haven't seen you in a few months, but I'm pretty sure this isn't your shoe. Looks like the time circuits still work. Now I only need to know when to look for Doc. I can use those to enter a date into the time circuits. Once I know when to look for Doc.
Highlight the photo of George and press X to examine it more closely. Okay.
I keep this picture of my dad to remind me that even the most hopeless losers can grow up to be pretty cool guys. This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff.
Marty?
Ah!
Alright, they remade the Death of Superman animated movie? Hey, that's cool. That's all.
This time-traveling shoe is my only clue to finding Doc.
I guess maybe we got to exit out of this. There's nothing else left to do in there. Maybe Einstein knows. Where'd your owner go? Where'd Doc go?
What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie?
What? He fell in a well. Do a Nuzlocke. What is that? Maybe there's something left in this car. There's nowhere else to go. I thought maybe he had to ask his dad when the shoe was from or something. But when was this made, Dad? Man. Oh, you gotta show the shoe done? Okay. I play a game until you complete it without going to sleep. Maybe a Telltale game, because those aren't real long. That would be like 10 hours total. But I don't know. I mean, I have to have a good one like that I can do for my the Extra Life 24-hour stream this fall, whenever it is. And we'll see.
What do you know about this shoe, Einie? Great Scott! I think he's onto something.
Alright, now he's talking like Doc.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere. How's this supposed to lead me to Doc, Einie? What kind of trouble is Doc in, Einie? Why couldn't Doc have invented a dog translator?
Yeah, just like in that movie Up.
Step away from the door!
Okay.
Ah!
Now, let me get a look at you.
Einstein, come on!
Just as I suspected. Hooligans! Get along now! Scat!
I'm not a hooligan, ma'am. I'm a teenager.
I wasn't born yesterday, young man. Aren't you the miscreant who skateboards through the town square every morning between 8 and 8:30 in a decidedly unpunctual manner?
Okay.
Yeah?
All skateboarders are hooligans. It's a fact. Look it up. State your business, child. You're making me miss Merv.
Well, see, that's the thing. I'm not sure why I'm here. Einstein here brought me, and...
Well?
E. Strickland. You aren't related to, Vice Principal Strickland, are you, ma'am?
Not that it's any of your business, but I'm his sister, Edna. Oh, and you're one of those McFly slackers, aren't ya?
Yes, what's old man Strick? I mean, what else has your brother been saying about me?
Nothing I couldn't have deduced for myself, slacker.
Yes, slacker.
Can you let me in? I've got something to show you.
What is it? Let me see.
How do I show it to her? Oh. It's not the most intuitive thing here.
A shoe? Wow, now what would I want with a... Huh? Stay there!
She lost that shoe in 1957. It's gonna be something like that.
Leave that creature outside!
Sorry, Einstein.
Well, took you long enough.
There's a lot of stairs.
To return the shoe, I mean. I lost it ages ago. You can put it down next to the other one. Much better. So neat and orderly. I suppose you'll be wanting some sort of reward now.
No,
All I've got is tea and candy.
But...
I'm sorry I called you a hooligan. I try not to jump to conclusions, but after all, 9 out of 10 people in this city are hooligans.
Everybody's a hooligan.
It's a fact. Look it up. Have a seat, Sonny.
She's a hoarder.
Hey, you kids! Put out those cigarettes! Oh, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ms. Pretty Whiskers is very particular about who handles her food. Don't touch those! My newspapers are in pristine condition and meticulously organized. Not about to let some street punk get jam all over them.
Accident waiting to happen. Get crushed by newspapers. Cat trophies.
what are these?
My editorial trophies.
Cat Lovers Quarterly.
It's legitimate journalism.
Alright.
The candy looks older than I am.
Alright, let's go and talk to her.
Mind if I take a look?
Go ahead, dear.
Man, these are powerful. I could see Biff going into the video store.
You wouldn't believe the filth that boy watches. Yeah, he's nothing but an out-of-control hedonist, just like his father.
If there's a clue to finding Doc out there, I'm not seeing it. I don't even know where to start looking. Miss Strickland?
Jack! Diane! I know what you're doing behind that tree!
Okay.
Yes? Do you remember when you lost your shoe?
Shoe?
That shoe over there.
Oh, that shoe! Huh. Aye, what a nosy Nelly! No one likes a busybody, you know.
But...
Oh, fine, let me think about it. Yes, I remember. I lost it in a scuffle with a dog. Oh, when was it? Oh, yes, the day that speakeasy burned down.
a speakeasy? In Hill Valley?
Don't act so surprised, young man. Your generation doesn't hold a copyright on moral depravity, you know. Sin has been on the prowl in Hill Valley since the day it was founded.
Wow, a speakeasy. That must have been wild. Is it true they used to drink gin out of slippers like my grandma said?
Don't romanticize the past, young man. Prohibition was a time when gangsters ruled the town while honest citizens quaked in their beds.
So where was it? That speakeasy that burned down, I mean.
That was ages ago. If you're looking for bootleg hooch.
No, I'm just curious, that's all. I'm a student of history.
Student of history, my Aunt
Back
Fanny.
to the Future.
Yeah,
That's
your generation of hooligans and slackers could give two ripe figs about history.
Miss Strickland?
Oh, video store!
Huh?
The speakeasy used to be hidden in plain sight down there in the town square. Right
said
where
that
that
movie. I thought we were talking about this
disgusting videotape rental store squats today.
That's a good movie,
The
too.
video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
What's with all these newspapers?
This is my personal archive. I've got every issue of the Hill Valley Telegraph ever published.
Get out. Every single issue?
From 1871 to the present. If it happened in Hill Valley, you'll find it in my stacks.
It didn't seem like enough boxes for that long, but okay.
Doing some stargazing?
No, I set my sights on lower things. Is that?
Lieutenant! Get away from that hubcap before I call your father!
Don't let me keep you from your business.
You there! Don't even think about tossing that Kleenex on the ground!
Wait a minute, I think there was one more option I should have said.
Excuse me, Miss Strickland?
But the newspapers could help me.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself. I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
I told you not to touch
I'll
those.
try to find the article. I guess I can't. Guess we're done here.
Would you mind if I stepped out for a minute? I just remembered a video I've got to return.
Do you have to go? I get so few visitors these days.
But
And I'd hate to have to tell my brother, your vice principal in charge of discipline, how rude you were to me. Especially with graduation coming up and all.
Okay, there's something else I gotta do? Okay.
Miss Strickland, about your tea. You forgot to turn on the...
You! It's spelled with a U! You illiterate vandal!
Okay.
Miss Strickland lost that shoe the day the speakeasy burned down. But when was that? Is that Vice Principal Strickland?
Okay.
Mother never could keep little Gerald out of her clothes.
Man, she keeps it hot in here.
That's the kettle. I'll be right back with some tea. And don't touch anything.
And what about Back to the Future, Zod? Do you like those movies?
Hey, mind if I use your binoculars for a sec?
Go ahead, dear.
Rebuilt in February 1932. So the fire must have happened before then. But when? I need a date.
Don't look at me. I'm far too old for you. I told you not to touch those.
I don't know what's up with thumbnails, crazy. They've been acting weird. I can try changing it again.
Miss Strickland? So the video store building must have gone up after the speakeasy burned down.
The following year, as I recall.
I guess somewhere in these stacks there must be an article about the speakeasy burning down.
Naturally. I probably wrote it myself.
I heard that one.
I was quite a reporter back in the day.
Any idea what date that article came out?
Well, obviously the day after the speakeasy burned down.
Don't let me keep you from your business.
mess with the newspapers.
I told you not to touch those!
Your BP is up a bit, yeah. Probably might just be where you're just not feeling good. Crazy.
That tea's never gonna boil.
That tea's never gonna boil. I'm sorry, Gracie.
I'm not leaving until I find Doc somewhere in those newspapers.
Well, let me look at the newspapers. What the heck?
Miss Pretty Whiskers?
I'm confused.
I told you not to touch those!
Guess I get her to go back into the kitchen or something? Shoot, I don't know.
That tea's never gonna boil.
Oh, I gotta hit the radiator, make it sound like the tea. And then she gets up a bit. This is awkward, the way they got handling this.
There's the whistle! Surely the water's boiling by now.
Yeah, while she's in the kitchen, I mess with the newspapers. I don't know how you can find anything that fast and all that. But...
Let's see. Ground broken on site of former speakeasy. Singer vanishes. Hill Valley Expo delights crowd. Soup kitchen exposed. Here we go. Speakeasy arsonist slain. Legal procedure gave way to old-fashioned vengeance last night when a mob descended on the Hill Valley police station. The suspect in the speakeasy arson case, a drifter known as Carl Sagan, was pulled from his... Carl Sagan?
Doc.
It's Doc! Killed by a mob. What's the date? June 14th, 1931. Jeez, I gotta rescue him.
You gotta rescue Doc. Oh, avalanche.
My newspapers!
Sorry, Miss Strickland. Let me...
No! You've gotten my history out of order! Oh, do you know how long it'll take to fix what you've done?
Sorry, I'm a
Get
hooligan.
out! Get out! Get out!
Help! Police! I'm being attacked by hooligans!
Alright, now we got a year date to go to.
Marty!
Mr. Fusion.
Where you been, son? And what are you doing in that getup?
Didn't I tell you? I got the lead in the school play. We're doing...
Grapes of Wrath?
Right.
Oh, Steinbeck! Who are you playing? Never mind, you don't have to explain. I'm sure whatever it is you're up to, you know what you're doing, right?
I hope so.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love, right? Wish my dad had understood that. You won't stay away too long.
You'll barely know I was
You got a
gone.
time machine, you'll probably be back right after you left.
You ready to go, Einstein?
Hey, Tony. How you doing, man?
Time circuits on. Flux capacitor, fluxy. The time circuits are already
wasn't
on.
that, let me... Hey, thanks for the like, Tony. Appreciate that. Was it not moving? The, do I have to select the newspaper to get the date?
I'd better keep an eye on this. It's really my only way of keeping track of Doc's fate.
Yeah, there's Einstein. What the heck is going on here? Oh, it's the friggin' right joystick. That was kind
I'd
of
better
the
keep an
left.
eye on this. It's really my only way of keeping track of Doc's fate. I'd better
What
keep
the
an eye on this. It's really my only way of keeping track of Doc's fate.
Oh, this game is made awkwardly, where it's
This notebook has all of Doc's plans for the flux capacitor and the DeLorean. I'd better make sure it never falls into the wrong hands. And by wrong hands, I mostly mean Biff.
Telltale games. Alright, that deselected the newspaper.
Okay, if Doc's gonna get killed on June 14th, 1931, I'll just show up the day before and get him out. I hope you know what you're doing, Doc.
Yeah, the inventory menu is really weird. Back to the past we go. Oh, there's gonna be so many copyright things and everything, songs and everything. Go. 88 miles per hour. Same old hiding place. It's where they hit the car before, behind the big billboard. Sorry, it isn't billboard. So it's Christmas. Said the menu wasn't so bad. This game would be pretty good. The menu sucks.
Einstein, where'd you go now, boy?
Find Doc somewhere. Look where he's going. Hey, Frankenstein is playing at the movie theater.
Young man! Excuse me, young man!
Who? Me?
You're the only man in the street, and I'm looking for a man-in-the-street reaction. Naturally, you know about the explosion that destroyed this illegal gin establishment.
I read about it, yeah.
What's your opinion of Carl Sagan, the stranger who single-handedly did what the law has been unable to do for 10 long years, namely, rid Hill Valley of the scourge of liquor?
The scourge of liquor.
There's gotta be some sort of mistake here. Carl wouldn't do something like that.
It's surprising the lengths a person will go to when it's a clear-cut matter of right and wrong. You've got an honest look about you. You do support the side of righteousness, I trust.
You can mark me down as a supporter,
the young man said, flashing a boyish yet virile grin. Hill Valley needs more upstanding youths like yourself. Do you have a message for the vicious gangsters who still roam these streets, no doubt plotting to corrupt our citizens with another den of booze, sin, and debauchery?
Yeah, tell him, go ahead, make my day.
Make your day what? Never mind. I'll play around with it and see if I can come up with something better. Mr. May I get your name?
Yeah, it's...
Oh, no, that wasn't a choice? No. Let's see. Do we want to be Michael Corleone? Harry Callahan? That's Dirty Harry, right? Sonny Crockett. I don't know that one. And we're gonna be who are good in The Godfather. Michael Corleone.
Michael Corleone.
Thank you for sharing your candid opinions, Mr. Corleone. Edna Strickland, Hill Valley Herald.
Hey, of course it's her.
I know. I met you back. I'm familiar with your work.
You read my column? How sweet! I know it's just an etiquette column, but I believe it'll lead to bigger and better... Oh!
Einstein, no. Down, boy.
Is this wretched creature yours? He assaulted me once before.
What's got into you?
Aggressive dogs must be kept on leash at all times. It's the law. Look it up.
Doc. I gotta find Doc.
Not hiring.
You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, Tom.
Okay.
I guess this is where the speakeasy burned down. How'd Doc ever get mixed up in that?
Why is it acting weird? The soup kitchen. Hey, Optimus, yeah, we're looking, or saving Doc.
Doc!
There he is.
Marty!
Doc!
What are you doing here?
You sent for me, Doc.
I did? When?
May 14th, 1986.
1980? The automatic retrieval system. Of course. I'd almost forgotten about that.
So what's our plan for getting you out of here?
Plan? We don't need a plan.
We don't.
Not in the slightest. The police picked me up for that speakeasy fire a couple of weeks ago, but the DA hasn't got a case. They're releasing me tomorrow morning.
So basically, I traveled
He gets
50
killed
years
by
into the
mom, bro.
past to deliver your car?
Sorry about that, but it's so wonderful to see you. We have a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you might want to hold off on that, Doc.
Great Scott! I'm going to be gunned down by gangsters on the steps of the courthouse.
Why would they do that?
Burn down.
Yes, they didn't approve of my burning down their speakeasy.
Very funny, Doc. Maybe now we should come up with a plan?
A plan, right. But what?
Why don't I take the DeLorean, go back in time before you were arrested, and stop you from getting caught in the first place?
Don't even think about it. Without my unjust incarceration, the events that sent you into the past might never happen, resulting in a paradox of continuum-shattering proportions.
Jeez, we've been back together for 5 minutes, Doc, and you're already talking about the end of the universe. I've missed that.
Don't be ridiculous, Marty. I was only referring to the end of the universe as we know it.
Well, I suppose I could just get some dynamite and break you out of jail.
No,
Yeah,
that's
this
far
is
too
the mouth
dangerous.
thing
Not just to
sounds
me,
good.
but
It's
to
all
random
over.
innocent people in the past. The repercussions could be... That's it!
What's it?
My rocket-powered drill.
You have a
I kinda
rocket-powered
just figured
drill?
that going into
Not
this.
yet.
wasn't going to
I
be-
haven't built it yet.
You've lost me, Doc.
Listen, a few months ago, my 17-year-old self sent in a patent application for a rocket-powered drill. I abandoned the project after I never heard
Like,
back from the
some newer
patent
games
office.
have trouble
But the
with that.
prototype should be nearly complete.
Great, I'll just run back to your lab and...
No, I said nearly complete. You need me to help you finish it.
How the hell am I supposed to sneak a half-finished rocket-powered drill into your cell?
Not me. 1931 me.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to convince your 1931 self to build a rocket-powered drill to break you out of jail?
Precisely.
Won't talking to yourself cause, irreparable damage to the space-time continuum or something?
It should be fine. I've already invented the idea of the rocket drill. You've just got to goad my younger self into finishing the prototype.
How am I supposed to convince your younger self to finish the rocket drill? Just tell him I need to break his older self out of jail?
Absolutely not. Whatever you do, you can't tell my younger self anything about time travel. I won't come up with the inspiration for the flux capacitor for another 24 years.
Then what am I supposed to...
Just be your charming self. From what I remember, I'm a pretty easygoing kid, so enlisting me in a scientific adventure should be a piece of cake.
We get to meet 1930-something.
Okay, let's say I go along with this crazy idea. Where can I find you? I mean, the other you.
How should I know? It was over 50 years ago. Why don't you go over to the soup kitchen next door and give my house a call? They'll know where to find me.
Soup kitchen. Got it.
Just stay away from the soup. It'll cause irreparable damage to your digestive system.
Sounds like some good soup.
I guess I better get started. Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out of here in no time.
I'm not worried. Once you and my younger self put your heads together, you'll be unstoppable.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I played some games recently where the lip syncing is not that great, so I knew this one wasn't going to be at all.
McFly!
Biff?
Kid!
Grandpa?
That's Mr. Tannen to you, Artie. What are you doing out here?
Well, I was getting kind of hungry, so I figured I'd come down here for some free soup.
Just thought I'd come down for some soup. Think, McFly. The DA's throwing around subpoenas like Babe Ruth.
I don't think Ruth's a pitcher anymore.
Shut it! If one of those subpoenas landed in the hands of my number cruncher, I'd be in a whole lot of trouble. I could even get sent up the river. You wouldn't want that, would you? Would you?
No, of course not, kid.
All right, that's better. What are you looking at, punk?
Keep your eyes on the soup, kid.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, what are you still doing here?
Sorry, kid. I'll just run back to the safe house.
You do that. And McFly?
Yes?
That hat's too flashy. You better let me hold on to it. Now scram!
You got it, boss.
And don't come out until I give you the all clear. I swear, if even one of you mooks could add 2 + 2 without your fingers, I'd dump that wimp into the lake. Hey! Anyway, I'm off to make myself irresistible.
Hey, see, crazy?
Don't let anyone burn down the shop while I'm gone.
Well. Doesn't take long.
Lazy hands make a man poor, but diligent hands bring wealth. Maybe that's my problem. Lazy hands.
Brown residence?
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is currently tending to his clerking duties at the courthouse. Who, may I say, is calling?
The courthouse? Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
Okay.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help.
Why do I need to keep that door open?
Okay. Hey, never mind.
Alright.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
Alright, maybe we won't do that. Off to the courthouse. Whichever way that is. No, right there. Even the walking around in this one's awkward. Well, it's kind of awkward in the Walking Dead games too, but this one a little more so.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
No, we don't want to leave. I think. No. It's just a little further.
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right? No. What am I missing here? Or do we take H standard?
Follow that doc.
H2A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter. Very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science. Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton.
Why are you taking off that way all of a sudden? Quit, Marty.
Hello?
No solicitors!
Okay, now what then?
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors.
Alright, hi Bob. Name checked, back to the future creators. Oh, because of this up here? So...
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors.
I guess that was the creators. Oh, Zemeckis, yeah. I recognize that name.
How can I help you, sir?
Duh.
Without any money, I don't really have any business in there. I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
Convince him to help. Oh, how am I supposed to do that? I just walk around and look at stuff, I guess? I don't know, it's not being very clear here.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like, a hunting lodge?
I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients. Wow, looks like they used a real shark.
Shark. This thing cursor's being finicky here too.
Majestic arms. Transients welcome. I wonder who really burned down the speakeasy.
What am I supposed to be doing? This is weird. Go back to Doc or something? He keeps flipping, changing directions on me all of a sudden. Or the camera changes.
Psst, Doc!
Marty! Have you found my younger self yet?
Well, I met your younger self.
Great!
And I gotta say, you're kind of uptight.
What?
You won't even talk to me.
I find that hard to believe. Tell me what happened.
You know, your younger self seems really dedicated to the law.
It's a facade, I assure you. I had to keep up appearances to appease my father.
I tried asking him about your rocket drill, but he says he's not a scientist.
What? What? Father.
What's he got to do with this?
In 1931, I was still deathly afraid of my father discovering the truth about my scientific predilections, so I carefully kept them under wraps, practicing science at odd hours, away from his prying eyes.
That sucks.
It sucked a lot. Fortunately, I eventually stood up to him, but right now, my younger self probably thinks you've been sent by my father to check up on me.
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure.
Why does your younger self mutter all the time?
Muttering? Why would I be muttering? I never mutter unless... The Hill Valley Expo!
The Expo?
Yes, the Expo! How could I have forgotten? In a few months, the younger me will put on a demonstration at the Hill Valley Exposition, my first public foray into the world of science. Everyone in town will be there, including a number of noted inventors who shaped my career.
So, it was a big success?
No, it was a miserable failure, but it was a spectacularly miserable failure, one which marked my transition from an amateur garage scientist into a professional seeker of truth.
What does this expo have to do with you muttering all the time?
When I was younger, I used to relieve stress by working on complex mathematical conundrums. No doubt my younger self is working on some impossible problem in an attempt to work off cerebral steam in the weeks before the exposition. What was I muttering about?
I don't know. H to the something when the inverse is something else. I'm not so good at equations.
That's too bad. I bet if we could solve my younger self's problem, he'd be more inclined to listen to you.
I still can't figure out what your younger self is muttering about.
Blast! If only I could hear him myself.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Run, Marty, run. So I can't hardly get him to cross the street. That's so weird. There he is.
one-dimensional harmonic oscillator.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong. Or do we take H to stand for
maybe we just follow him. He walks in front of the police station.
Equal to A's expectation value. Oh, let's start over. Force equals mass times acceleration, of course. That's Newton. But how many newtons are required to maintain mass and acceleration is reduced by the inverse of
the structure of these little missions is weird. Why'd you start walking that way? A little weird. Now he's going back in the law office. Ugh.
I better not. Those lawyers sound kind of nasty.
What the heck am I supposed to do? Oh. He just keeps going back and forth between these two places.
No. Not possible. No. Or do we take H to stand for the Hermitian line operator? But in that case, H to A multiplied by the inverse of A might well be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for, in more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character!
Okay.
Now if H stands for one
what are we supposed to do? This says convince him to help me. Help me.
Psst, Doc!
Marty, how goes the escape plan?
I'm still not making any headway with your younger self, Doc.
Really?
What do I do to convince Teen Doc that I'm not a spy?
I'm not sure. Maybe if we solve that problem he's working on, he'll be more inclined to trust you.
Let's talk about your younger self's problems later.
Okay, but don't forget we're on a bit of a deadline here.
Oh, I didn't even think about that crap. I got a tape recorder on me. I wouldn't have even thought of that. Walk across the street, dang it. I can't, don't help I can't see him.
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Alright, there we go. I guess that was enough. No. Controls on this are driving me nuts. Hey, you still here, Azan?
Psst, Doc. So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was going to say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
What was H again?
The Hamiltonian operator.
Got it.
The Hamiltonian operator.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Come on. Every time I get across the street.
You just give me a chance.
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator?
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Planet Vulcan. Sure, say it.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
I do that.
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
I need your rocket drill. I really need your rocket drill. I really, really need your rocket drill.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational.
You just said all the choices.
Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
No! Shh! It's Kid Tannen!
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
I think it's like cement. I'm not trying to walk that way.
What the hell, Matches? You got kiwi all over my socks!
Sorry, boss.
Get out of here! How about you?
Huh?
I'm sitting at a shoe shine booth. You walk up. Either you're here to shine my shoes, or you got a death wish. Which is it?
I'm looking for a guy named Arthur McFly. He's my, sort of a relative.
Well, he's my employee. He's very busy today.
So when do you think Arthur will be leaving the office?
When I tell him he can leave the office. Hey, you're Mr. Spy.
Since you're Arthur's boss, you know where he is, right?
He's at the, office.
Where's the office?
I forget.
Isn't that Arthur McFly's hat you're holding?
It was McFly's hat. Now, it's my peanut ball.
Okay.
Could I buy Arthur's hat off you?
Could you keep your mind on your work, huh? Shoeshine boy? I'm hanging on to my peanut ball.
Can I have some peanuts?
Why not? I'm a magnanimous kind of guy. Go ahead, knock yourself out.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, break time's over. Back to work.
I guess you won't talk about your business.
Why not? I got nothing to hide. I recently acquired controlling interest in the Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen.
About Arthur McFly.
Yeah?
So, one more thing about that hat.
You're testing my patience, boy.
I sure could go for some peanuts.
Lucky for you, I'm in a giving mood.
Hey, kid!
Yeah?
What the hell is that?
Hey!
What'd you do?
Give me that hat, you lousy crook!
It's like the slowest
Emmett!
one ever.
Nobody makes a monkey out of Kid Tannen!
That's still a hat.
Hey!
Is that like him, throwing all the manure
Fix
on
me
Biff?
up!
Is that what that scene kind of was? He stepped in.
Where'd you learn how to move like that?
Sandlot football. They used to call me the Streak.
Get out!
Now, who knew Doc was that athletic? Alright, now what? I got a hat.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy Soup Kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit! Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so untidy.
You make hot soup deliveries?
It's one of my many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get over-eager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well-connected with the local charitable institutions...
Yeah?
You can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Let you know when they're running low on soup.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless drunken bums and turning them into former hopeless drunken bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
As a matter of fact, I do know a local charity that's running low on soup.
Oh? Who?
The orphanage.
My, how those little ragamuffins can eat.
Okay.
All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose. Mr. Donnelly!
Barrel soup. I say this isn't the most interesting right now. It's a little boring at the moment.
Hey, cue ball.
What?
The truck just arrived with a fresh shipment of, soup.
Soup? Soup?
Well, this is the regular soup, and this is the special soup.
Right. Special.
What, alcohol?
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm spicing up the soup. It's my secret recipe.
Listen, this ain't the Savoy, and we ain't here to feed these bozos no fancy soup. The boss has got a business to rebuild, so knock off the goofing and mind your post.
All right. Just try the soup. Well?
I can see why you want to keep this a secret.
Excuse me.
You talking to me?
Why's the soup in a barrel?
'Cause it's hard to ladle off the floor?
Could I have a bowl of soup?
We're a soup kitchen. What do you think?
What kind of soup is this? It tastes like...
Scrolle ribollita?
I was gonna say week-old cabbage.
Everyone's a critic. Look, all I got to work with is this 2-bit soup in a barrel and spice rack that hadn't been restocked since the Coolidge administration. What do you think I should do to perk this slop up?
Let's see. Have you tried... giving the soup a little heat, maybe?
Why, is it getting cold?
No, I mean, like chili powder. Muy caliente.
Oh, bit of a tough guy, huh? Actually, I like it spicy too. but it's gotta be edible for the common folks.
Come on, a little dash isn't gonna kill anyone.
Ah, heck. You got moxie, kid. Let's spice it up a bit, shall we?
No, too many people liking this now. It's alright. Everybody won't stay real long.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement.
Alright, somehow we gotta get down into the basement. Yeah, it's up to him. I was supposed to have been doing something while he was distracted with the soup, though, I think. Ugh. Why won't it select him?
Huddle up, Emmett.
Huddle?
Just listen up for a second. Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
No, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety, right. Emmett, I can't get into the door over there. Those tables are jamming it shut.
The door? So your plan is to just waltz in there and take a barrel of alcohol?
No, of course not. That would be stupid, right?
I'll say.
Still, I'd like to get that door open. I can't do anything from out here.
Well, it's a simple matter of physics. A lever, some sort of stop. Let me see what I can come up with.
There's no way I'm gonna keep that door open without some help. Are those all cabbage soup?
Last time I checked.
Don't you have any other kinds of soup?
No.
No.
What is it, kid?
Okay, I've got some more ideas about your soup.
Do tell.
Let's see. Have you tried paprika?
Paprika?
I just think you could use a little color.
Color? Hmm.
Alright, while he's doing that, I think I'm supposed to sneak back there.
Eureka!
Oh, no.
The kitchen's for management only, rummy.
Whoa!
Maybe not.
Emmett.
Yes?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just a little mechanical ingenuity. In the end, the door is open.
Yeah, good job. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Okay. So what's the point of that? I don't understand.
Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now.
Okay.
I better not talk to him. I don't want to mess up his timeline.
At least those tables are propped up now, so I don't get what's going on.
Looks like these pipes go into the basement. I still think the soup needs more flavor.
So that has to do something, but what? You can't sneak it over there.
Emmett.
Yes?
Any ideas about how to get the hooch?
Hooch?
The alcohol, Emmett.
One might come to the conclusion that the hooch is being hidden in some of those barrels.
You're probably right, but which ones?
Now, if I could get my hands on some of those barrels, I could weigh them and compare their specific gravity.
Specific gravity? Come on, Emmett. Kids' goons aren't going to let us do an experiment on their barrels.
Oh, I suppose you're right. We'll just have to ask the guy behind the counter.
What? Ask him if any of his barrels are filled with illegal moonshine? Get real here.
Well, I imagined a modicum of subtlety would be used.
Subtlety. Right. We'll score that hooch somehow.
I'll keep cogitating.
Okay. Hey, never mind.
So he's like distracted there, but not enough to actually go back there. As soon as he lit that up, he like pulled out his gun.
Nice rack.
Yeah, we got all kinds of culinary enhancements back there.
It's kind of blocked off there, isn't it?
Yeah, but what can you do?
Still there? I've changed the thumbnail like 3 times. So.
When I first looked at it the first time, it was fine. Then his eye said something and you changed it.
I don't know what's going on. Yeah, I know you get the objects in it moved. Baker's rack sits squarely on top of the lift. What if it were to be moved? Yeah, it spices and moves the rack, yeah. But then what? What were we talking about? I didn't know there were back to the Future executions? What were we talking about?
What is it, kid?
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
So yeah, he moves that. Yeah. But then what? I'm so confused. Oh, I push on the door now. I guess.
Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up
I
now.
haven't been keeping up with that game, Landon. I think I don't play that much anymore. I haven't really played that in quite a while. I was just kidding about Back to the Future executions. So how's it going, Landon?
I hope Doc Jr.'s thingamabob holds out.
No, that wasn't what I do, huh? Yeah, that's kind of what that one guy sounds like when he's doing that one move. Crazy. Like for honor.
What about those barrels?
What about them?
What kind of soup is that?
It's not it's special soup.
What's special about it?
It's made for grown-ups, kid.
A soup for grown-ups?
That's right, kid. Be nosy. See where it gets you.
Alright, that's all I figured. Maybe that's what they was waiting on to find that out. I don't know.
What is it, kid?
I still think the soup needs more flavor. Pretty neat, Doc. Nope. I'm still not getting through here. But at least those tables are propped up now.
I'm getting so confused with this. It's not very clear what you're supposed to be doing. I know you're getting him to move that thing out of the way of the spice rack to get spices. But then what? Then what? You can't go through here to, like, grab it. So what's going on today, Landon?
Can I have a barrel of that soup?
A barrel of soup? Absolutely not, kid. Even in times like these, I can tell you ain't that hungry.
Alright, that's different. Okay. I'm so confused. Oh, I think I see. We can trigger that now. So we get to move that, and it triggers it and tips it over, or they'll fall onto the table or something. I don't know. This is a weird mission. It's just...
What is it, kid?
I still think the soup needs more flavor.
Yeah, For Honor was fun, but I just haven't felt the need to really play it lately. I think I'm... Oh, let's do the pipe. I'm probably just about done with that game, really. Yeah, there we go.
Ah, Miss Strickland. Come for some more soup?
Come now, Mr. Donnelly. You know I wouldn't set one foot in this mockery of all that is good and decent if the poor of Hill Valley weren't so dependent on Mr. Tennant's overblown show of generosity.
Was that a yes?
Just give me the soup before I gag on the hypocrisy.
I'll tell the boss you said hello.
I'll just bet you will.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it. Well, that's just, I don't know.
And they picked up the barrel of hooch. Now all we have to do is to get it from her somehow. Nice bike. Huffy?
Huffy? I'm not huffy. I'm passionate.
Okay.
Passionate about justice, safety, law, and order.
Never mind. Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. I'm afraid I haven't much time. The meeting of the Stay Sober Society is due to begin very soon.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
In the police station.
You could meet in the Speakeasy, the one that got bombed last Wednesday.
Now, wouldn't that be poetic irony? But I'm not sure the building is structurally safe.
I know a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
The Brown residence.
You mean Judge Brown's place?
Yeah, I happen to be good friends with his son Emmett, and he's told me the judge would love to lend his place out for, you know, good causes like yours.
Really? Why, that's the most generous, public-spirited offer I've received in a month of Sundays. Please tell your friend Emmett we accept. And the offer couldn't have come at a better moment. It's almost time for the meeting to begin.
You asked me to tell you if one of the local charities is running low on soup.
Does somebody need a visit from my soup cycle?
The Stay Sober Society.
That's right. They'll soon be gathering at the Brown estate, and we haven't provided refreshments. I can't get over the generosity of your friend Emmett, volunteering his father's house for our meeting.
Huh? Wait there! Michael! What in the name of Thomas Alva Edison do you think you're doing?
Don't you get it? You need alcohol to run your drill, right? Those bootleggers at the soup kitchen won't let us get our hands on any of their hooch. But we can get Miss Strickland to pick it up for us and deliver it right to your door.
No, out of the question.
Why?
I can't just let strangers invade my parents' house. What do we know about these people?
They're sober. It says so right in the name.
Well, okay, but Pop needs his peace and quiet at the end of the day. This meeting is sure to be too noisy for him.
They'll be quiet. You'll be quiet, right?
Oh, yes! I play my tambourine very softly.
You hear that?
Yes, but...
But what?
But it's still impossible.
But think of the Stay Sober Society. What'll happen to them?
They can all fall off the wagon for all I care.
But I promised Miss Strickland. It means so much to her.
The answer is still no.
Okay, forget the whole thing. We don't have to test your rocket-powered drill tonight.
We don't?
No. I'll take the train back to Washington and I'll tell the folks at the office to give the patent to Dr. McCoy.
Wait! You will instruct the members of the society to wipe their feet before they come inside.
Then you are Emmett Brown. I thought as much. You have such a righteous face.
Okay.
Edna Strickland, I don't know how to thank you for your generosity.
Pleased to meet you.
The feeling is mutual.
Hey, there's Azah.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
It has been a little boring.
You worry too much, Emmett. Now all we gotta do is serve that subpoena, and we're off to build your rocket drill.
And get my patent.
Yeah, your, patent.
Junior bootlegger badge. Alright. supposed to be doing. You can't hear me, Azal? Huh. I thought the volume was good. Did I just talk kind of low that time or something? I was just say, there's Huzzah. You're not liking this game, are you? It has been a little boring. Oh, this game volume was just a little loud. I'm just saying, you're not liking this too well, huh? And I said this part has been a bit boring. All this stuff about the soup and alcohol and...
Guess what? In order to free up your younger self
Yeah,
to
I'll
complete
keep
the
going on
rocket
this
drill,
one
I'm gonna
for
have
this
to
stream.
serve my own grandfather with a subpoena.
Great Scott!
Probably won't be a
Actually,
long
his name's
stream, though. We
Arthur.
may quit
He's
by
Kid
about
Tannen's
5.
accountant.
Marty, whatever you do, it's vitally important that you don't alter your grandfather's future in any meaningful way. The consequences...
Could be catastrophic. I know, got it.
Okay.
Guess who I bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
I'd say it's like a 5.
I wish I
or
could,
something,
though.
so.
This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Don't worry. If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kit Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
It's just been boring right now.
Hang in there, Doc.
Maybe it gets better, you know, like after the first episode. Controls aren't helping things. It doesn't control the best. Or it's older. What's this waiting on me to do? I'm supposed to have been delivering a subpoena to my grandfather.
You have to deliver a lot of subpoenas?
Father's always sending me out to do these dirty jobs.
No,
He
it's
wants
not
to
the
expose
controller,
me to
it's
different
the
kinds of
game.
people.
It's an older
All he's
Telltale
exposed me
game.
to is a lot of new curse words.
Telltale games don't control the best as it is sometimes.
This subpoena's for Arthur McFly?
Have you seen him?
For a few seconds in the soup kitchen, but I think he's gone back into hiding.
Brilliant deduction, Einstein.
What do you know about Arthur McFly?
Certified accountant. Graduated Hill Valley 5 classes ahead of me. Seems like a nice fellow, actually.
How did he get mixed up with a guy like Kid Tannen?
Who knows? Sometimes people find themselves stuck in situations they can't get out of.
Some of us down at the patent office are wondering, what made you think of a rocket-powered drill?
Ah, that'd be Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne. It was a revelation.
Yeah, that's kind of what we figured. We'll get that subpoena delivered, or my name isn't...
Michael Corleone!
Yeah.
Maybe back to the soup kitchen? I don't know. Evidently he's down in the basement of it. Hey, you did, what was that in that one? Where'd you see him, Huzzah? No, I don't think that's what Huzzah means.
What is it, kid?
What's a tough guy like Kid Tannen doing running a soup kitchen?
Mr. Tannen purchased the soup kitchen from the Sisters of Mercy in an effort to repair his reputation as a respectable community figure after his fine name was besmirched by the malignant and malicious the actions of the misguided vandals that done burned down his place of business.
His speakeasy.
I cannot confirm nor deny any claims of so-called illegal bootlegging at the just eat your damn soup, pipsqueak.
Mind if I look around a bit?
No.
Fortnite stream, Everybody seems to be crazy about Fortnite.
Emmett.
Yes?
Ooh, what's that over here?
Obviously, this kitchen isn't the speakeasy.
Indeed. This must be some sort of front meant to cleverly and legally obfuscate the existence of a hidden establishment of ill repute. Perhaps in the basement.
Right. That might explain the elevator. Don't worry, Emmett. We'll get that subpoena delivered.
If you say so.
Okay. The first hint helped me out there. So earlier in the game, Marty used an object to help find its owner. How? No, I didn't mean to do that. Crazy. Alright, we gotta show the hat to the dog. And he'll fail to find the owner. No actual bacon. She put actual bacon in her ear, I bet. There's the dog. There we go. His hat.
Takes too long to pop on your stream.
Oh. Yeah.
Hey, honey. Come here for a sec, boy.
Both.
Hey, boy. Can you find the guy who belongs to this hat?
Where's he going?
Only one way to find out.
Follow that dog.
Huh. Deja vu.
Hey, Slugs. How you doing, man?
Yeah? Who is it?
It's McFly!
Shh, I know! Hey, Arthur, can you come down a minute?
Do I know you?
We got the law.
I'm your
That's good,
mother's
Slugs.
great nephew.
What you been up to?
You mean my second cousin?
Yeah.
Glad to know you, but I can't leave this building till the boss says so. He's given strict orders. Sorry. Some other time.
Sorry. Like he's talking.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got some important information for you, but we can't yell it. It's private.
Then put it in a postcard and send it. I'm stuck up here till the boss tells me I can leave. Sorry. Some other time.
I don't guess that different options are gonna work. I have to figure something else out.
Need any help?
Never mind.
What else is there? Maybe showing he got his hat back, maybe?
I don't think that would be interested in Arthur's hat.
That ain't what I meant. Ugh.
now?
I'll give it back to him after I give him the subpoena.
Oh dang, I thought that was going to lure him down. Say, hey, I got your hat. Damn.
I don't need to push it again. Arthur's already there.
Oh.
Someone's playing tricks on me.
I guess we'll try all these different dialogue options. I don't think that's the way to do this, so.
What now?
It's me again. Please come down.
Why?
We've got something for you.
It's a
subscription to the Accountant Weekly. He won't come out if he knows why we're really here.
No, right.
I'm not interested. And besides, the boss won't let me leave the room. Sorry. Some other time.
Alright, there's gotta be something else we gotta do.
Thanks for bringing us here, boy.
Cervantes.
We'll take it from here.
How you doing, man? From the town center. What? No, this isn't Back to the Future Part 2. This actually takes place after the movies, but we went back to 1930s. Not the future. Exit town square. Maybe? It's not really clear what you're supposed to do a lot of the times in this. And the controls are wonky. Ugh. Oh yeah, I'll probably stream another 45 minutes here.
Well, well, look who's back. They say rats always return to the scene of the sinking ship. Get 'em, Matches.
Hey, no problem. See you in a bit, Cervantes. There's just a pencil floating in the air there.
Come down from there, you son of a bitch! Right now! That's an order! Don't make me angry, Smucko!
I don't think
Get
you're in a
down
talkative
here
mood
and
right
face
now.
the music! You can't...
Einstein! Help!
Lay off! Get away from me, you crazy mutt!
Go away, dog. We're busy here. Go on, scram. Hey! Where'd he go?
You let him get away, idiot!
What is that?
More than that 45
Okay. Jeez. Well, how would you ever think of that? Use the tape recorder to record that guy's been played over the speakerphone. Over the doorbell thing. Intercom.
Hey!
Hey!
No, like while you're on top of that gazebo thing. That's when you're supposed to record, I guess. How would you ever think of that on your own? You're ready for dinner. See, here's that floating pencil.
You're only making it worse? What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
I wouldn't think of that in like...
Come down from there, you son of a bitch! Right now! That's an order!
I don't want to record them right now.
Don't make me angry, schmuck!
I'm not trying to record them again.
Go!
Hey, Einie!
Look out, boss. It's that crazy mud again.
Crazy mud again. Face.
I can't believe you lost him again!
Yeah, they're the worst gangsters ever. It has to do doing some really obscure things to get through some of these missions. Like, I just never would have thought to record the... is it down the other end? I never would have thought to record that guy telling me to get down. How did I get back over to that place? Was it past the police station? Maybe. Ah! Yeah, here we go. I couldn't remember which direction took us to this the apartment. Well, it's not really intercom. He just raises his window.
What now?
Recording. Oh, come on.
Nah.
I gotta select him, I guess.
What do you think you're doing up there, you scrawny little runt? Get down here right now!
It's Kid. Right away, boss. Where's Kid?
Alright, now we gotta give him the subpoena. You've been served, sir.
Arthur McFly?
Yeah?
Got something for you.
Thanks. A subpoena?
Still did nothing.
Ordering you to appear in court and provide evidence in the investigation into...
Kid Tannen?
No,
Take
sir.
it back!
You can't get rid of it, Mr. McFly. Once you've been served, it's your duty to report to the court at the earliest possible time. Failure to do so could lead to a warrant for your arrest.
Arrest! But Kid'll kill me. Stupid, stupid Artie. Holy cats, what am I gonna do?
I suggest you avail yourself to the protection of the court.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
Do we give him his hat now? No? Oh, okay. Grandpa got
Well, we've served the subpoena and gotten a barrel of booze delivered to your house. Looks like we're off to your lab to build your rocket drill. You do have a lab, right?
What kind of future patent holder would I be without a lab? Come on.
I think maybe I automatically did it. I thought he was wearing his hat when he went in there.
Doc! I'm off to get the rocket drill.
Good.
Come on, let's go. Time waits for no man.
That music, that Back to the Future music, is playing in the background a lot. I don't know how many times it's going to tell me. Copyright.
Are you sure this is going to work, Emmett?
Don't let the ramshackle nature of my laboratory fool you. If all goes according to plan, we'll soon be in possession of the most powerful rocket fuel known to man.
It started off good.
That's great.
But
how?
Oh, it's very simple. This crankshaft induces a powerful direct current into the electrolysis chamber, producing hydrogen, which must be periodically released into the primary distillation barrel. While tending to the hydrogen, we'll also need to regularly sprinkle these shredded protein flakes into this aquarium of tuber bacteria to generate the necessary nitrogen to catalyze the reaction.
Cool.
Oh, hot! Extremely hot! The temperature of the reaction must be kept at a steady temperature of 623 degrees Kelvin by carefully pumping these bellows. Any questions?
Emmett, why is there a brace of drunkards gathering on our lawn?
Sweet fancy Moses, it's my father!
So?
So, he doesn't know I'm engaging in acts of scientific exploration in here. He thinks this is where I go to pour through my law books.
Oh.
You tend to the reaction. I'll try to get rid of him.
Tend to the... what? Can't we just start over after he's gone?
It's too late. The reaction's already started. Don't worry. I'll try to help you out where I can.
But...
Emmett!
Coming, Father! Father!
Don't you father me, child.
Don't you father me, child.
Law may be your burning passion, Father, but it is not mine. Listen to the words I'm emphasizing.
Don't you turn your back on me.
Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Can't you see this is eating me up inside?
Yeah, Crazy hasn't been feeling too good the last few days. So.
A week?
A week, yeah.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? Excellent. Now twist the valve there. Great. We're about a quarter of the way home.
Yeah,
Emmett, get back here!
Oops. There is a flame inside me that cannot be quelled by your legalistic gobbledygook, Father. I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel.
Yes, he'll say a word tied to each one of these things.
Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Is it my fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? Halfway there.
Emmett!
This thing's going off
Keep
all
up the good work.
though.
Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? Stop being such a crank!
Your mother and I are shocked at your behavior, young man.
Crank.
You know who invented fire, Pop? I don't know either, but you can be damn sure it wasn't a lawyer. I don't know what's eating you, Father, but I wish you would go on a diet.
Keep bellowing like that.
Galileo's rotations. Do you ever listen to yourself? The They call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building a good start.
Some Browns have been officers of the court since God's heavenly spark first gave.
Almost there.
Alright, one more round of this.
Coming, Father! Why are you always bellowing at me? If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards.
Bladders and
Strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father. You don't get to control my life just because...
I think I was wrong.
What did you do?
Yeah.
Emmett, who are you talking to in there?
No one, Father. This may come as a shock to you, Pop, but not everyone wants to be a lawyer. Can't you see this is eating me up inside? You really want to vent our dirty laundry in public like this? Oh, what use is a microorganism for law? Pressuring me to be something I'm not. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations? Should I honor your wishes?
Oh, damn thing. Damn it. He's going really quick there, too. I couldn't make out what's on his face.
Pay attention to what I say.
Emmett, I'm not through with you yet.
Don't you have a release valve on your mouth somewhere? If you don't like my performance at the courthouse, then fire me. I'm not just another one of your staffers who spins around you like a top. How many times do I have to prove myself to you before I can shake your overbearing criticisms?
Shake.
My fault if I don't get a spark out of laws and statutes? You don't get to control my life just because you fed and clothed me for 17 years. Lawyers are nothing but a bunch of hot air. There, I said it. And one great thing ever generated by a lawyer. Really?
Dang it. Ah. I keep getting stuck when I'm trying to move back and forth here.
I thought you were a scientist.
He's like seeing these things really quick now, and I can't select the things quickly.
I strongly object to the current of this conversation, Father. The hotter you get, the more I know I'm right. Why don't you go feed the ducks, Father? If it weren't for scientists, men like you would still be divining the future with sheep's bladders and goat gizzards. This isn't food for thought, Pop. It's gruel. Stop getting so hot under the collar, Pop. I have no idea what kind of pressure I'm under. You call a room full of lawyers trapped in a burning building a good start. Lawyers are nothing but overblown bags of gas. Maybe I should just get struck by lightning. Would that make you happy? Why won't you release me from your unattainable expectations?
Hey, I think we got it.
I'm afraid we'll have to take this up later, Pop. My soup's about to boil
That was
over.
annoying.
What? This isn't over, young man.
Whew.
Just because I get stuck trying to select the right thing.
You and your dad sounded...
It was an argument we should have had a long time ago. We... No! Oh.
What?
I did what you said. Finally. That seemed overly complicated.
Eureka! Now all we gotta do is fuel up the old rocket power drill and you and I can
take it and go.
But don't you want to test it first?
No time. The last train for DC leaves in just a few minutes.
All right. You've got to get this baby to the U.S. Patent Office.
Exactly.
So tell me, Michael, when can I expect to hear back from the Patent Office?
Oh, in about, I'd say... I can't.
You couldn't lie to him.
Emmett, I'm not from the patent office.
I don't understand.
I lied to you. But I didn't want to. It was the only way I can get you to trust me. See, there's somebody who's in big trouble. Someone very important to me, to both of us. I can't tell you who, but I need to save him tonight. And I need your invention to do it. I'll get it back to you, I promise. And, Emmett, you're gonna be a great inventor.
Oh, he broke his heart. Not really from the patent office.
Wait! Keep the throttle at about 8.
Rocket drill. So it's not exactly gonna be a quiet escape.
Okay, Doc, I got the drill. Now let's get you out of here. Come on, start.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Corleone!
Oh, that worked well.
You're too late!
Too late? But Doc's not supposed to be... Doc!
They're moving him to another facility for safekeeping! Oh, I better go get a quote from the police chief.
So we did all that for nothing?
Paddy wagon intercepted, suspect slain, and they're still after him. How am I gonna rescue him now?
So why'd that change though if we didn't really do anything?
At least the rocket part came out of this in one piece.
Well, rocket blank. Okay.
Alright, I'm coming, Doc.
Yeah, I bet that would work good, just strapping a rocket there. Yeah, we probably won't stream this one again. It's just a one-time thing. The story would be okay.
You're still in danger, Doc. I've got to get you out of here.
What's that?
I said you're still in danger.
Never mind, never mind. Get me out of here, and we'll talk later.
Don't worry, Doc. I'll get you out.
Be careful, Marty.
I'll be back.
I'll wait right here.
Uh-oh, it's a gangster.
What's he doing here? Keys. The window's shut tight.
Could use the antenna somehow. Pry the window down, something? I don't know.
No good. The window's shut. I don't think so. Maybe not. No good. The window's shut. No good. The window's shut. Not sure what that...
No?
Not sure what that... Not sure what that...
Okay.
earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron? Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron? Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron? Why on earth would I want to whack that with a tire iron? They won't budge. Not sure what that...
The heck?
Not sure what that...
Got a tail and a turn. I thought you would smack the window with a turn and get the keys and before the guy stops. That's what I would think you would do. But it's not. Oh, we gotta do some turn, take that tire off. Okay.
Keys are on the dashboard, but I can't reach them.
You need a protraction appurtenance.
What?
A reach extender.
Okay.
Kid Tannen's driving the truck.
Tannen? That explains a lot.
I'll be back.
Okay. Well, how the hell do we do this then?
Gotta set up a distraction. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
How do we set up a distraction?
I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good. I don't think throwing the hubcap at that would do any good.
This game definitely doesn't hold your hand. I don't know what the heck I thought you're doing. What kind of distraction can I get with a... Okay.
I need a distraction.
Leave it to me.
Oh. That's all
Hey,
it was.
driver! You're driving too fast. Watch how you take those curves. What are you trying to do? Kill me? I object to your tone of voice, and I find this seat distinctly uncomfortable. Do you have a pillow I can sit on?
You got the
Hey,
worst peripheral
I'm
vision.
talking to you, driver. Don't ignore me.
You!
Phew. Thanks, Doc. I guess that's why they call you the Streak.
How did you know that?
I have my sources.
Alright. Now we finally unlocked this door.
Stand back, Doc.
Marty! Ah!
How many bullets has he got in that thing?
Okay.
Sagan! Ow! Son of a bitch!
Using into the bridge. Gotta shoot the shackles. Okay.
This is a rescue.
That's the idea.
Alright, now what do we do here?
Doc! So what do we do now?
I was hoping you knew.
That's what I was just saying.
Why couldn't your younger self have built us a hoverboard?
Yeah,
They won't be invented for another 84 years.
Doc, the throttle!
Why? Oh!
Why is he still driving? Stop the kill. No, he's going. Of course, he goes into the manure. I guess, Grandpa or something like that. Of course.
Doc! Are you okay?
I'm fine. But I wonder what sorts of bizarre repercussions my younger self's invention of a flying bicycle will have on the timeline.
Did you know that would happen?
I had a suspicion. I never could keep those rockets from exploding.
So, what do we do now?
Now we get back to 1986 before our interactions with the past inevitably cascade into a calamitous future. Where'd you leave Einstein?
Doc?
He's not in the pound, is he?
Uh-oh.
No, but I think we've got bigger problems right now.
It'll be boring. Uh-oh.
Great Scott!
He changed the future. Changed the past, I mean. Dun, 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 dun. Another part I'll have to mute.
What's
Bicycle
happening?
built for
I don't
two.
know.
Rescue Doc from
We'll have to be careful not to run into ourselves.
Hey, fellas.
Fly, let's go see the boss.
History says Tanner will be arrested by a rookie cop by the name of Danny Parker.
I fear that nothing will save Hill Valley from descending into the fires of chaos and corruption.
Nothing is over until Kid Tannen says it's over.
To be continued in Get 10, episode 2. I'll probably play this like off stream sometime and finish it. But yeah, it's not interesting enough for streaming it, I don't think. That's load game, that's not safe. I'll just say save. I guess I'll just remember, just like usual. Oh, well, I guess I'm going to end just about 15 minutes early here, since we just wrapped up that episode. There's no sense starting a new one. That wasn't as interesting as I was hoping it was going to be. The story was okay. The controls and what they had you doing in the missions weren't very fun. Thanks guys for watching though. I appreciate the one or two people that stuck around. Huzzah, crazy. No, or whoever else is still here. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll see you Friday. We'll probably do some more Injustice 2, Red Hood on Friday. I'll see y'all then. Have a good week. Thanks everybody.